Well, there goes number one. I'll have to have a new number one, I guess. The zip tie broke. That's probably it today. Because this is just gonna flip around. Ah! Oh, my nut fell out again! Well, I banged it real good, I guess. Okay, so that was the last time that I flew with this. This is the Flysky, what is it, the FSI-6? This was the first radio that I got to get me into the hobby. It was included with my cheap, this quad, hold on. This is the JJ Pro Battler P130. This thing was awful. The PDB started smoking like the first flight that I took it out, and I've never been able to get it back together and working despite, you know, concerted efforts to try to get this going. So it is really just sitting on my wall right now as an ornament. But it did come with this, so I was okay. This is the radio I've been using for the last 6 months or so, and it served its purpose. It did what it needed to. I mean, it put me in the air, I did some freestyle, and worked out, okay? But, you know, this is like entry level. This is the bottom of the barrel or whatever. It's time to move on, I think. I picked up the Taranis QX7, and I also picked up 2 of these XSR receivers. And so we're gonna switch. We're making a switch from FlySky to FrSky. FrSky, whatever it is. I'm going to switch out the receiver in the 5-inch quad. I'm gonna wait on the 3-inch quad because we're actually doing a different project. Stay tuned for that. That's gonna be pretty fun. But we're gonna wait to throw that all together. Same thing with the micros. For now, what I want to do, we're gonna compare this footage here. We'll switch out the receivers, and we will get a new flight with the QX7 and FrSky, and we'll do a comparison, see how it feels. I have not been able to use this yet, except for with some simulators. My first impression is that there's a ton more room on the sticks to kind of work with, so it'll take some getting used to. That's where we're headed, doing a little upgrade. We'll do some comparisons, just kind of feel. That's what we're working on today. Gonna swap out the receiver. Hopefully it goes easy because, I don't know if you can see here, but this receiver here is just held in there with some hot glue, and then pretty much I'm not sure if it's all going to come apart easily to get to the receiver because the receiver is sandwiched in the middle there. This sandwiched this half board at the top here is the current receiver. We're going to swap that out for this guy, which is looks a little bit smaller actually. I don't think we'll have any trouble with it. Daylight savings happened, so now it's dark. What time is it now? It's 5 o'clock and it's pretty much almost dark. I get out of work at like 3:30, so tomorrow I'm gonna have to just rush to get this in the air. Yeah. Alright, so we are back. It's day 2, tomorrow is now today, and we are at the same old spot that I always go to, the church by my house. We have the quad all set up, so last night I've got that new receiver in there. It was a little bit of a pain in the butt because I just kept pulling out wires that don't really have a lot of space, but eventually I got it all secured in the quad. 1 second, this quad right here. That quad. So it's in the quad. We're going to take it out. This is probably an unfair comparison because I loaded Betaflight 3.2 and set up all the fun stuff. I got ESC beepers, turtle mode, and all that. I mean, that's not really what we're comparing. We're not comparing how the quad flies, I guess. Just how the sticks work with the quad. So I'll put it up in the air. It is freezing cold today. It's like 40, not freezing, it's like 40-something degrees. We'll see how that plays into my maneuvering. Yeah, just finished up at work. Did you see that drive-in? The drive-in was beautiful. It was beautiful this morning. See that? The sunset or the sunrise? It goes up. It's not it. Did you? What do you think of the new phone footage? It's got like a wide-angle lens. I like it, but tell me what you think. Yeah. Okay, I don't know. You probably can't really tell, but it's already getting dark. It's hard to see through the camera, but even more so, man, my digits, they are not. Ooh. So I mean, it's hard to tell. First thing, the quad flies so good after the 3.2. But, I mean, as far as sticks go, I think it's going to take some getting used to, but it's definitely, I feel like I could have more control. I don't have control today because I'm not used to it, but I could have more control. There's so much more space for the throttle, and I feel like, I don't know, maybe I have to work things out, but, I was having a hard time keeping, with throttle management. I think maybe just because it's so cold outside. I should try, pack from inside the car and see how that works out. I'm not sure what would happen with the interference or anything like that, but I really like it. I don't like how cold my hands are. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to, it's not like, yeah, it's a big difference. There's a big difference. FlySky to FrSky. So yeah, I'm glad I made the switch. I did have an issue. I was messing with things in, when I did the Betaflight, I didn't do the OSD, so I had things everywhere. It was kind of hard to see. So I think I gotta work on that. Good news though, the parts for the 3-inch are on the way, so I'll, you know, we'll work on that thing. I'll probably fly some more between here and then, though. Overall, good experience, except for the cold, but that has nothing to do with the radio. If that makes sense. There's a part of me that really wants these construction people to leave, because then I would just... Their little construction site over here.